Hello friends of Harvest. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to run a seed viability test, or what we call seed germination test. There's one thing I've observed with farmers: why farmers don't really go by the recommendation of seed rate for planting maize, one seed per hole. They are scared that if they plant one seed in a hole, the seed might fail to germinate, and then it will lead to them replanting after some days. And here is a way to avoid such challenge or such situations. For every seed, for every hybrid seed you buy, ensure to carry out a seed viability test for maize and for other seeds, other hybrid seeds, vegetable seeds, and all seeds. And you just need a simple equipment to do this at home. You need a plastic container with a lid, any plastic container. I'm using a bigger one because I'll be testing for maize and also testing for okra seeds, so that's why I'm using a big. Just need a smaller plastic container with a lid or a cover, and you need a serviette or a tissue. You can use tissue paper, I'm using a serviette, and then you need a watering can. So let's go. So these are the two seeds we are going to test for their viability today. This is maize and this is okra seeds, these two seeds. So what do? First, you have to soak your seeds. You soak them overnight. So in the evening you soak it and leave it overnight. Like you see here, I soaked the maize. This is the maize I soaked, and this is the okra I soaked. So I'm going to drain away the water now. So I have another glass cup here. So I drain the water for this, for the maize. Okay, now I have just the maize here. I have water full of it. So now for the okra, this is the I'm going to also drain the water for the okra. So now I have the okra seeds in here, if you can see them. Don't mind the color of the seed. These are seed dressings. Seeds are being dressed to protect them from insect or fungi attack. So now in your plastic container, you lay out your tissue or your serviette. So here I'm going to take out some and lay inside the container. Like this. So after laying it out, you introduce the seed you have soaked. So here I have 20 seeds, 20 maize seeds. So I'm going to lay it on the, and when you are laying it, ensure you give some spaces, like spread them. Don't overcrowd them. Okay, then I'm also going to lay the okra seeds I have here. I'm using one container for them just to make things very easy. I have 10 seeds of okra here. All right, now I'm done. So I'm going to, if you can see it, how I lay it, can you see it? So now I'm going to wet the tissue. I'm going to wet the tissue thoroughly. I have my watering can, I have water inside. So I'm going to wet the tissue. You wet very well. Okay, now it's been thoroughly wetted, and then you cover it. This is all you have to do for your germination test. And once you cover it, you put it in a warm place. A warm place could be in a shelf, on a shelf, inside a cupboard, any place, on a table, or in your room. Just make sure it's a warm place, a place that is warm. So to provide warmth, the warmth, then you can check on it after 4 days. Maize take 4 days to germinate. Okra takes 3 to 4 days to germinate. So after 4 days, you can check on the germination to know if the seeds you want to plant are viable. If they germinated, it means the seeds are viable. If they do not germinate, it means the seeds you bought are not viable. And then you have to return it or go to the agro dealer or the agro shop where you bought it to lay a complaint that they sold a seeds that are not viable to you. I hope this helps, and I hope you've learned how to conduct a simple germination test. Bye.